This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
If you are one of the many people who participated in the Cold Water Challenge locally, we'll let you know how much was raised. Welcome to FYI, everyone. I'm Ken Cara. And now tonight's headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The Supreme Court has rejected a challenge to a Nebraska city ordinance that bans renting homes to illegal immigrants. The rejection means that an appeals court ruling which found that the ordinance does not discriminate against Latinos or interfere with federal immigration law will now stand. A 2010 ordinance approved by Fremont, Nebraska voters required potential renters to pay a $5 occupancy fee and show proof of being in this country legally. That law is similar to a portion of Hazleton's Illegal Immigration Relief Act, which was struck down by the Third Circuit Court of Appeals. The Supreme Court refused to hear the appeal in the Hazleton case. Meanwhile, the man behind Hazleton's Illegal Immigration Relief Act, then Mayor Lou Barletta, reacted to this latest decision. Congressman Lou Barletta issued a statement today which read, quote, "While Hazleton's ordinance did not enjoy the same fate as Fremont's, I am heartened by the success some cities are having in protecting themselves from the costs of illegal immigration," unquote. Barletta added that he is proud that Hazleton led the way, serving as a model and making it possible for some localities to bring order to a chaotic situation. Barletta continued, saying, quote, "It is unfortunate that the differing court decisions have left a patchwork quilt of local immigration laws across our nation. What is the law in Fremont, Nebraska, has been blocked in Hazleton. I still firmly believe it is the duty of the High Court to reconcile these differences," unquote. Hazleton police are investigating the death of a 3-month-old baby girl. It happened Monday afternoon in East First Street neighborhood. According to police, the death does not appear to be suspicious, but state police and the Luzerne County DA's office are assisting police in the investigation. After more than an hour of testimony from both sides of the issue, the Hazel Township Zoning Hearing Board voted 2-0 Monday night to grant a variance that paves the way for a 125-foot cell tower on Jetto Stars Lane. One member of the board was absent. The variance was being sought by Northeast PA SMSA LP, doing business as Verizon. Will they or won't they? The question refers to Hazleton City Council and whether it will vote to accept the city's 2012 audit. In a memo to council last week, Mayor Joe Yanuzzi requested that a resolution be placed on tonight's meeting agenda. He says the administration is in a difficult situation as creditors are calling for the 2012 audit. He added that DCED is holding grant payments because the audit is not on file. Council Vice President Jean Mope says she expects the audit to be approved tonight. Meanwhile, the mayor held a press conference today regarding the stormwater bills that will be going out next week. The purpose was to discuss the invoicing of the bills and how they can be paid. Payment will start being accepted on May 12th. The mayor will join us on tomorrow's FYI to explain the entire process. Saturday was a lucky day for one lottery player in our area. A 66-year-old woman won $162,000 this weekend, and in her Cash 5 drawing, she bought the winning lottery ticket at Hazel Mini Mart on Route 940. She was one of 2 players who matched all 5 numbers. Another 164 players matched 4 numbers to win $134 each. And over 30 Penn State Schuylkill students took to the street to walk a mile in her shoes, raising over $300 for the victims of sexual assault and domestic violence in our communities. The event was sponsored by the Sexual Assault Resource and Counseling Center. The Penn State Schuylkill team received an award as the largest team. From the mayor's desk tonight, West Hazleton Borough Council. They will have a meeting tonight at 6 p.m. and that is at the community building. And McAdoo Borough Council will hold a work session tonight at 7 p.m. in the municipal building. For breaking news, you can always log on to facebook.com/FYI News 13 and make sure to check out standardspeaker.com and their social media pages. You can also sign up for text and email alerts on their website as well. And for in-depth stories on local news and sports, pick up your copy of the Standard Speaker every day. Well, you've probably heard or seen a few cold water challenges recently. Maybe you were challenged, and if you did participate, Janine Mazurkevich is here to let you know you did not freeze in vain.
We're back here at Eagle Rock Resort, and we are here where it all began, the Cold Water Challenge. We here at Eagle Rock, we challenged you, our community, to jump in the cold water and then make a donation to the Carl Capus family in honor of the San Filippo Foundation. And since that happened, Adrienne Jeffries is here with us. She actually started her own cold water challenge as a spinoff to the Eagle Rock. And you and I and Eagle Rock, we raised a lot of money.
We did. It was amazing. 2 weeks. It was only 2 weeks that we kept it going. Like you had said, it went viral. And we spanned over 7 states. And just us alone off of that one website, we did $4,710 for the family, and it's been a whirlwind. It's been fun.
Now, how did you decide to get involved with this? I know you told me personally, but you wanted to do something to help a family that you didn't even know, and this came to be such an amazing opportunity to raise money for someone who's local and to actually help them reach that goal for October to help his children and other children with the San Filippo syndrome.
Well, I've been up and down with different things. I've fought cancer and things like that. So I know what it's like to have a family that struggles and has to pay gas and meals and everything. And it's a lot on a family. And then we saw the cold water challenge here. And it was, the kids were doing it, their friends were doing it, and my kids turned around and said, we're not jumping in cold water just for no reason. That's ridiculous. So then we saw the whole thing that happened here. And all of my 3 kids got together and they were like, okay, Mom, we'll jump in the cold water, but only if we do it for a reason. So then I called over here to Eagle Rock, got information about everything with the boys, the family, and what you guys did. And we just took it another step further and decided to do it and make it happen that way.
So we're over $5,000 because Eagle Rock itself here on the resort, including Mike Ward, we raised $410. So we're over $5,000. You can still make a donation, but you have to head over to the Facebook page. You can either look up Carl Capus or you could go to my page and I can get you in contact with the family. But you did something really nice to make it personal. And I think this is so nice of you to do. Just review what that is.
Well, we just wanted to do something personal for the boys especially so that they would relate to it a little bit more instead of just a regular card. So we went and got poster board, and this is our little note, but this is signatures, our signatures of course, but a list of every single person from our website that donated to this family. And it's just absolutely amazing when you put it on paper and you see how many people actually helped us out. Even $1, made the biggest difference, obviously, in this. And then on the back, we just put some of the people had sent private messages for the family. And these are all the states that were represented through all of our donations. So it's pretty exciting.
Well, thank you so much for doing this. Again, thank you to the community, all of you who participated. Again, any of my friends, I encourage you, $1 is all we're asking for the San Filippo syndrome, and you could really make a difference in these children's lives. Thank you so much for joining us here. Again, we're at the beautiful Eagle Rock Resort.
Great job to everyone who participated in the Cold Water Challenge. Well, it's Twitter Tuesday, and we want to send you to the Rock the Castle event. To win 2 tickets to see Cartoon Rail and Kira Krakowski at the Wiltsey Center on May 18th, log on to Twitter or follow us, FYI News 13, on Facebook. First you have to go to Twitter, follow us there, and then retweet our contest post to be entered into a random drawing. Well, coming up, a man and his dog and their plans to help other animals in our area. And later, it's MMI Day in sports. Get ready for Prepper Overload from Freeland.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
And welcome to FYI. In your community, every Tuesday we're talking with Luzerne County children and youth. Today we're focusing on infant safety. 2 topics to hit on. We're talking about safe sleep and how to correctly handle your baby as far as dealing with shaken baby. So thank you, Seal Bartolai. She's here to talk about some of these things you should be looking for if you have an infant or you know someone who has an infant.
Correct. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming.
First, I'd love to be able to discuss safe sleep.
Okay.
We need to make sure when you're putting your baby to sleep that your baby goes to sleep in the crib on his back, okay? In the old days, we used to put them on their stomach. We were worried that they were going to throw up. Children need to go to sleep on their back. Don't put any blankets on top of them. There are sleep sacks that they can wear. Bumpers, we used to have cribs with bumpers on them. We found that they are not safe. Kids are getting stuck under the bumpers, okay? No bumpers, they're not needed, all right? Keep the room at a nice temperature. It doesn't have to be too hot and not too cold, of course, because you're not putting a blanket on your infant. And please never fall asleep with your infant, okay? We see too many accidents with people, they're tired. It's so hard with a new baby. You're holding that baby in your arms and you fall asleep. We see too many accidents from co-sleep. So you're tired, put the baby in the crib, lying on his back, take a break.
Okay. And then you wanted to also focus on how to properly, I guess, avoid the shaken baby.
Right. We see at Luzerne County Children and Youth too many incidents of babies being shaken. That is, when you shake a baby, what you're doing is taking his little brain and banging it up against the skull, and you're actually causing concussions and brain bleeds, and it's very serious. We see infants become paralyzed, and we see infants die from this. Why would anybody shake a baby? Well, it's tough. It's very tough with a new baby, and they're crying all the time. There are ways to soothe your infant, okay? If it gets too hard, put them in the crib. Okay, if you don't have if you're feeling like you want to do something, you can hold them on their side, you can give them a pacifier, you can swing them softly, and you can make what's called a loud shushing sound. This recreates the womb, and it makes an infant feel better.
Okay, so those are some quick tips here for infant safety. Again, join us every Tuesday. We're talking with Luzerne County Children and Youth.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
I got my toes in the water, butt in the sand. Good song. Great shot by our Mike Terleski at Eagle Rock. Let's see if we can go swimming this week. I doubt it, but let's check. Here's FYI weather from the National Weather Service. The answer is no. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 40. Wednesday, chance of showers 30%, but then that's mainly after 5 p.m. Then it will be partly sunny for the day with a high near 66. Wednesday night, 70% chance of showers. Thunderstorm is even possible after 10 p.m. Cloudy, low around 47. For Thursday, a chance of showers with thunderstorms, again 40% chance. That's mostly after 2 p.m. It'll be mostly cloudy day with a high near 66. For Thursday night, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, and we will get down to 53 degrees. For Friday, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms again, but the day will be mostly cloudy, high around 73. For Friday night, 60% chance of showers, possible thunderstorm, low around 56. For Saturday, 60% chance of showers, again a possible thunderstorm as we get up to 72. And guess what? 50% chance of showers for Sunday night. The low will get down to 54.
Well, today I'm joined by what you could say is dog's best friend, maybe. A dear friend of ours who is a friend of all the pets in the area by helping them stay more comfortable. Paul Katner is the founder of Beds for Paws, and it's exactly what it's called, making beds for our little furry friends like your friend Snowball right here. Paul, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
You started this project about 2.5 years ago, making beds so that they would be raised up off the floor in a shelter or a kennel, that the animals wouldn't have to sleep on the cold. So you started making these little beds, and this project kind of took off.
It took off to the point that, I've had volunteers come in and out of it. And basically, so far, we have made over like 340 beds and possibly about 40 or 60 cat towers. Plus, 2 years in a row, I had drives where we got carpets and blankets and everything for them. And we had it up my garage, and I told the shelter, come up and take what you want. And we at that one, last Christmas till we did it, we had 80-some beds that we distributed.
Wow. So you don't make any profit off of it. All the money gets turned right back over to making more pet beds. So you're looking for first manpower to help you make them, because you're doing this basically by yourself.
Manpower or woman power.
Manpower or woman power. And also, if anybody wants to donate supplies to make the beds or make a financial contribution to help make the beds, right?
Right. That's about, I have some funding that's left over that I've accumulated, and this year possibly, I could put together about 100 and some beds with the funding I have. But the cost of a bed, basically, when I make it, is between $10 and $15. So, anybody that could help, even plumbers, contractors with plastic pipe, PVC pipe, I use a lot of that.
So that's what the bed that we have here today, it's like the piping, and then is that nylon or what is plastic on top?
This is piping, this is corners I ordered from Florida. This here is canvas, heavy-duty canvas like awning material.
Okay.
So you can see the only part that's exposed is the inside. Originally, when I was making them, it was on the outside, and the dogs would chew it. So this way, there's no way for them to chew anything except the pipe.
Oh, okay. What's been the reaction when you delivered these beds to the shelters and the places?
Oh, I mean, they're just so happy to receive them.
The animals really appreciate it. It's keeping them nice and safe and warm. So if anybody out there, maybe a Boy Scout troop or an organization, or maybe kids who need service hours or anything like that would like to help you, Paul, how do they get in touch with you?
They get in touch with me on my website, which is www.beds4paws, numerical 4paws.com, or they could email me at my email address, which is bedsforpaws@ptd.net.
And they can call you as well?
They could call me on my cell phone, which is 582-7906, or my friend is 233-8453.
And the area code is 570. So thank you very much for coming in, you and Snowball. We hope you get a lot of help on making some precious beds for our precious friends.
I hope you do too, Lisa. Thank you for having me.
Thanks.
Now to our community calendar. We want you to mark your calendars for Saturday, May 17th. That's when the fabulous Grease Band will take to the stage at Marion Catholic High School in Tamaqua. Tickets are $15 in advance and $18 at the door. The show runs from 7:30 until 10:30. Food, beverages, and a cash bar will be available. Tickets are available at the locations on your screen, and by calling Marion High School, you can get those tickets. Also on the community calendar tonight, a special fundraiser will take place to benefit Boy Scout Troop 473 in Freeland, along with Man's Best Friend. An $11 rabies clinic fundraiser will be held this Saturday, May 10th, from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Northeast Animal Hospital. Pets must be leashed or crated. Again, the price is $11, and for more information, call that phone number on your screen. It's sports time when FYI comes right back.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
I love MMI Sports Complex. You don't have to move, and you can watch a softball game and a baseball game at the same time. It's just like watching FYI. It was an exciting night in Pennsylvania's highest borough as the Preppers knocked off Northwest 4-1. The Lady Preppers, they lost a close one, 6-4 to Wyoming Seminary. When it was Keyshawn Patel's turn to pick a jersey number, he went with number 8. His coach asked if he was a Yogi Berra fan. Patel responded, "Who?" So MMI coach Emmett Thomas calls Patel Yogi. And on this day, when Patel tossed 5 innings and only allowed 1 run, there were a lot of excited Yogi shouts.
Great job. For a 9th grader come in there, I give a lot of credit to our catcher, Sam Harmon. Man, he takes these kids on the side. He does it. They had all the confidence in the world. He threw strikes today. He threw strikes, and he's fine when he throws strikes. Very pleased with him.
I just try to pitch to the best of my abilities, and today I felt really good. I was hitting the outside corner, and it just came.
When Yogi, or Patel's day was done on the mound, he went out to play left field, where his coach has also been pleased with his performance this season.
He came in, started right away, puts the bat on the ball, plays a good left field. He reads the ball well wherever he is. I like the way he reads the ball, whether he's on the base paths or in the outfield.
When Patel came out, Ed Herbener came in. He tossed 2 scoreless innings in relief to preserve the win.
I just got to relax and throw strikes and trust my players and on the defensive end.
You guys play a strong defensive game, so did you feel like that? I mean, you're confident coming in?
Yes, yeah. When we play good defense, I think we could beat anyone.
MMI scored in each of the first 3 innings, building up a 4-run lead that proved to be enough.
Defensively played very well today, and it helped getting ahead. We got to play some small baseball, move some runners over, and we got some key hits.
Now to our top plays from MMI's baseball and softball games on Monday. We talked a lot about the Preppers' defense, but this steal from Corey Rogers set up MMI's first run of the day in the first inning. Emily Bagansky jumpstarts the Lady Preppers with this triple. She would come around to score the game's first run. You already heard Sam Harmon's name. Well, here he is throwing out the runner, trying to steal second. Kid could have thrown me out walking to my car in the parking lot about 500 feet away. He has a cannon. Over at the softball football field. Amber Ferry is behind the plate for MMI, and she barehands the ball here and gets the out at first. It was an impressive day for MMI catchers. Here's more defense at number 2. It's Brandon Reno from Northwest, and I never understood physics, but I don't think he should have been able to stop this hot shot, but he does and calmly gets the out at first. Our number 1 play goes to both Rogers, who gets the single here, and Charlie Karchner. The ball beats him to the plate as he comes around, but he goes Matrix style, slows down time, and gets around the tag for the second run of the game. We have more baseball to tell you about on the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard. The Cougars dropped their second game of the season. It's their second loss in the conference as well as they fall to Wyoming Valley West. The men of Marion are back to scoring lots and lots of runs. They beat Schuylkill Haven. Tamaqua topped Pottsville, and Monoy area lost to Minersville in baseball. In softball, Hazelton area put up 11 on Pittston. Marion beat Weatherly, and Pottsville won over Tamaqua in the Schuylkill League. Monoy area scored 16 in their win over Shenandoah Valley, and Berwick beat North Schuylkill in a non-league contest. In volleyball, Crestwood beat Hanover area, and the Cougars lost to Holy Redeemer. And we finish with track. The Shenandoah boys dropped the meet to Panther Valley, but the Lady Devils picked up the win. Now to read all about these games and meets, grab today's edition of the Standard Speaker. Happy Wing Night. It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the annual Shenandoah Kilbossy Festival is set for May 17th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on the blocks of North Main Street. The event will once again be sponsored by the revitalization group Downtown Shenandoah Incorporated and will feature games, vendors, and crafters. More information, please call 570-462-2060. And finally, the Mock Chunk Opera House will be holding the following upcoming events. May 15th, the Robin Ford Band. May 16th, Stir Fried. May 17th, Bach and Handel Choral with the Preservation Jazz Band. And May 23rd, Spottiswood and His Enemies. For more information, please call 570-325-0249 or check out mcohjt.com. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. John Molandini, formerly of Hazelton. Funeral will be held Wednesday at 9 a.m. from the Fierro Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Elizabeth Betty A. Hoffman of Weatherly. All services will be held privately and at the convenience of the family from the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home. Agnes M. Cackley. No services were announced. Monsignor Chester Anthony Jaguski of Dunmore. Mass will be held Thursday at 11 a.m. at the Transfiguration Church. Friends may call at the church Wednesday from 5 to 7 p.m. Arrangements are by the Albert P. O'Donnell Funeral Home. And Anthony Michael Blass of Hazelton. Mass is Friday at 11 a.m. in the Most Precious Blood Church. Friends may call Friday from 10 to 11 a.m. The Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazelton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111.
Thanks for watching tonight. Remember to participate in Twitter Tuesday and log on to our Twitter or Facebook page for breaking news. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, take it easy.